This is a little short video, a continuation of episode 5, where I talked about what happened with Levi and how the stillbirth occurred. Something I didn't touch on in that video was the reason why he died. A lot of stillbirths are just unknown causes. Levi had Down syndrome, like I said, and he had a two vessel cord, but they didn't find any reason why he died. And he had been growing so well throughout the pregnancy, and after the hygroma went away, he was thriving. He was growing so well and just doing wonderfully. And so a lot of parents don't get that closure. Not only with stillbirth, there's so many other people die in this world and we don't know why. And it's just, I feel like even if I knew, I don't think I'd feel any better. But they did chromosomal testing and they did lots of different blood work to see if he had like a disease or, anything. And a virus. Nothing, everything came back inconclusive. I mean, there was no reason why he died. They did check the placenta and it was fine. His cord was fine. So the reason what they gave me is they said that because of the Down syndrome and because of the two vessel cord is why he passed away, because they couldn't find any other reason. I don't really accept that as a reason, because kids are born with Down syndrome every day, and I guess they just didn't explain very well in the beginning what the statistics were with Down syndrome. It wouldn't have changed my mind to carry on with the pregnancy. I mean, termination, like I said in the last video, was never an option for us. But to know the risks and to know that Down syndrome alone can cause stillbirth, I didn't know that. So I wanted to kind of clarify that. We didn't have any reason, we weren't given a good reason why he died. After he passed away, I started researching on the internet, which is what I always do with anything. And I found that a high percentage of babies that have Down syndrome don't make it to birth. And many children with Down syndrome that do, there's a large percentage that die within the first year of life as well. So these are statistics that I didn't know. And of course, the two vessel cord could possibly be another reason, but there were no signs of why he died. So I just wanted to share that. That was something that I didn't really go into detail. I mean, I talked about it in the last video, but I didn't say why the doctors thought he passed away. Like I said, I still don't accept that. But also, just want to briefly talk about today. Yesterday was exactly 13 weeks, and today I packed away all of his clothes and his toys and his blankets because I see them every day. Everything that was hanging up in the closet and in his drawers, I packed away. I'm not getting rid of them. I'm not ready for that yet, but just some of those things that are kind of triggers and reminders every day that he's not here. I think it was probably best to put them up for now. I still have a little box that I made him that has like a scrapbook um, of our journey with him, and the blanket he was wrapped in at the hospital, which to most would seem gross, but to me it's all I have of him, and I hold it a lot. I also have in that box his handprint that the nurse made of plaster on the last day we were there. And also in that box are like little bears we had from the funeral that have his name on them, and the cards that we handed out at the funeral, like with a poem on them, and his obituary and things like that. It's just all we have of him. Eventually I'll print pictures and add those to the scrapbook. Haven't done that yet, but this is just confirming that every day is a journey when you lose your baby. And actually, I think this is a typical journey of grief also. Not just stillbirth, but anyone you've lost, parents, siblings, anybody. Every day you're going to have a reminder of that person, and the grief journey just continues. And I hope soon down the road there will be more happy days, opposed to days like these where I could sob from the time I wake up until the time I go to sleep. But it's just a journey, and if you have had a stillbirth, you understand that you just survive each day, and people of that want you to move forward quickly. 3 months, you've had enough, you've grieved long enough, or it's been a year, so you need to move on, or you've had other babies now since your baby died. It doesn't matter if you go on to have more children. It doesn't matter if you have living children. That is a separate human being that died. It's like saying if your parent dies and you say, well, at least you have your aunt, or at least you have your mom. Each person is their own person to you, and there is no at least when your child dies. At least you have 2 other boys at home. No, that doesn't fill the void of Levi, because they're not him. Just as my living children, if something happened to one of them, it wouldn't be okay because I have another child. It wouldn't be okay because I have Jim or my family. Those things are nice. It's support, but it doesn't bring back the person that died. You can't replace anyone. So there is no at least with death at all. And you can't make people move on and continue on past their grief and act like it didn't happen, because it did. So letting them just vent and talk about it, kind of like I do with these videos, is our way of continuing on in life. I'm not going to say heal, because I really don't think your heart heals after you lose a baby, but you do continue on with life. And it's just an ongoing thing. So I just wanted to talk about why our baby passed away, or why the doctors think he passed away, and just how it just keeps continuing. I don't foresee making a video for a while. But of course I'll keep posting on Facebook and things like that. But I just wanted to share that today.